Hey guys, this is Lindsay with Vinyl Gallery and welcome back to my channel. In today's tutorial, we'll be working on this cute, simple water slide tumbler, which started off as a tack-it method, but we quickly pivoted away from that, and you'll see that as we go along throughout this video. If you'd like to see how we created this look, you guys stay tuned and give us a huge thumbs up if you like what you see. So I'm starting off with an already sanded and spray painted tumbler. This is a 16-ounce plump from the Tipsy Magnolia, and I'll also be applying my glitter with Southern Belle's foil adhesive. To apply this adhesive, I'm just taking a Wet n Wild makeup brush that is damp, and I'm just going to apply a thin coat all over the tumbler. I will be sure to list this product in the description box, but you guys, this is a must-have. It's become one of my all-time favorite adhesives to apply glitter, foil, mica powders, you name it. This stuff is magical. Now that we have applied our adhesive, I'm just going to take my heat gun to speed up the process because I am a little bit impatient, but I'm just going to go all around the tumbler until it's tacky to touch. And now for my favorite part of tumbler making, glitter application. I'm just taking fairy dust. It's a 0.015 fine cut white glitter. It's one of my most absolute favorite white glitters, and we're just going to coat the entire tumbler with this glitter. You definitely want to make sure you have coated your entire tumbler, especially around the rim of the top and bottom. Once I am sure that I have fully coated my tumbler, I'm going to tap it off, and I'm going to take the palm of my hand and my fingertips, and we are just going to rub this glitter down. Now I will say this does take quite a bit of elbow grease, but you just keep burnishing it down until each piece of glitter has laid flat to the cup. I think this is one of my most favorite methods to apply glitter to a tumbler, but you'll see here shortly how we changed our mind. But this is how it looks after it is all burnished down. You want to make sure that you seal this, otherwise you'll get fish eyes, and now you're ready for 2 coats of epoxy. So here comes the plot twist. I was actually making this tumbler while watching Vanessa Davis with VMD Designs, and I just kept hearing her say, just do it, just do it. So in my second layer of epoxy, I did add some chunky glitter to give it a little bit more depth and dimension and sparkle. And now we're just cleaning off the rim. This is a 100 grit sanding block, and I'm just creating a thin layer so that our epoxy will have something to adhere to in future layers. For this tumbler, I am using a little extra ink epoxy. I did use the turbo formula to apply the first 2 coats, and it is absolutely amazing. You'll notice that I'm only sanding the top and bottom rim of this tumbler because the body of my tumbler is already smooth, and I would need that smooth surface to apply my water slide decals. So once I get the sanding done, I'm going to head over to the sink, rinse it with dish soap and water, and we will be ready to move to the next step. For my decals, I found these images on creativefabrica.com. I'll be sure to list that website in the description box below. And I'm using a water slide paper that I found on Amazon, and this is the app that I use to print my decals directly from my phone. After I was done printing them, I did seal my water slide decals with 3 coats of 2x Rust-Oleum clear gloss spray. Now, if you've been rocking with your girl for any amount of time, you know exactly why I printed 2 decals instead of 1. I tend to always mess up the first time, so I printed a second one just in case. The water that I'm using is room temperature, and it did not take long at all, probably 15 seconds, and it was sliding off the paper. But I'm just applying this to a wet tumbler. I did wet my tumbler before I applied the water slide, and I'm just taking my fingers and a silicone squeegee, and I'm just trying to push the water from under the decal. I think this is probably my favorite water slide paper so far. I will definitely list it in the description box, but I did purchase it from Amazon, but it is my favorite. It has not torn, it doesn't rip like some others have in the past. It could be the operator, I'm not sure. This one just works for me. Once done, I'm just going to sit it off to the side to air dry for about 2 hours. I did not seal it, and we'll be ready for the next steps. So I mixed up about 30 milliliters of a little extra ink epoxy. I'm still using the turbo formula, and I added moon dust, which is from 4K Glitter Co, and it's just an epoxy additive, and this is what it looks like in the epoxy. But I applied a thin layer of clear epoxy to my tumbler, and I divided the rest with the moon dust added, and we're going to add alcohol inks to color our epoxy mix. These alcohol inks are from Jen's Crafted Gems. I will list the colors that I used in the description box below, but we were going for a more pastel look, so only 1 to 2 drops per medicine cup. So we use pink, blue, yellow, and orange, and I'm just going to finger paint each of the colors onto the tumbler. Now I am still using the turbo formula from a little extra ink epoxy, and I did not have to rush this process whatsoever. I'm literally just taking my finger and finger painting each color on until I got a mix of colors that I was satisfied with. Now I was trying to wipe my fingers off, trying not to mix the colors, and as you can see, I am using a paper towel to wipe my fingers off, not to contaminate my colors. But a pro tip would be use a coffee filter and not paper towel. You do not want lint in your epoxy or on your tumbler, so use a coffee filter to wipe your fingers instead of a paper towel. And that is my official do as I say and not as I do moment. Once I was satisfied with how the colors were looking on the tumbler, I did take my torch and zap it a little bit. I used my small torch and not my big one because I did not want the colors to spread. I think I was channeling my inner Vanessa Davis from VMD Designs in this tumbler, because every opportunity that I got, I added some sprinkles and sparkles here and there. This is Unicorn Sneeze from 4K Glitter Co. It will be restocked very, very soon. Once this layer cured, I did sand it with a 600 grit sanding paper, and I took it to the sink, gave it a good rinse with dish soap and water, and I applied my final 2 coats of epoxy using their regular formula of a little extra ink epoxy, and here is the finished product. This is the tumbler in the sun. Thank you guys so much for tuning into this video. If you like what you saw, please give us a huge thumbs up, and don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Remember, I will leave everything that I use in the description box below, and I hope to see you guys on the next one. Bye!